Alright, Shalom, Shalom. I'm going to give our praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS, all the brothers doing the work. 144,000 hopeful elect. And tonight, I'm going to do a real quick video on Jonathan Majors and the situation that he went through with the Edomite white female, that he was convicted of assault against his girlfriend at the time, the white chick that looked like she's on meth, right? And first of all, he shouldn't have been messing with that female anyway. He could have did way better than that. But first, let's go here real quick, and we're gonna read this, and I'm gonna start the video. Right, let's go. Alright, this is Psalms 83:1. Do not keep silent, O God. Do not hold your peace, and do not be still, O God. For behold, your enemies make a tumult, and those who hate you have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against your people, and consulted together against your sheltered ones. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation. The name of Israel may be remembered no more, for they have consulted together with one consent. They form a confederacy against you. Alright, this is in 6. The tents of Edom. Alright, and Ishmaelites, Moab, and Hagarites. Right, but the main point I want to bring out to you, the first of the nations, Edom. Right, they have a hatred against the Lord's people, the Israelites, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. But the main point I want to bring to you is, right, it says they have right in 3, it says they have taken crafty counsel against your people and consulted together against your sheltered ones. And that's what the situation with Jonathan Majors is, that they consulted to take him out of Hollywood, but Hollywood evil anyway. But the main point is that they wanted to take that black man down for something that she did. She was running after him. She attacked him in the SUV, like he's gonna tell you, and she gets no charges, but he gets charged, and he's gonna get sentenced either I think next month or something like this month, something like that. But he's gonna get sentenced for something that she did. She was chasing after him, but he got convicted. But let's start the video.
As a Marvel villain, but now actor Jonathan Majors is facing the possibility of up to a year in jail after a conviction on misdemeanor reckless assault and harassment in connection with an altercation involving his
He's facing a year in jail, and she was chasing after him. They're gonna show you the footage of later on in the video. They're gonna show you the footage of her chasing after him, right? And the only thing he basically did was put her back in the vehicle, and was trying to get away from her. They're gonna show the video later on in this video what he did, right? But he facing a year in jail, and she attacked him. But this is what happened when you date Edomite women, right? Crackhead Edomite women that look like they on drugs, meth heads, right? In this society, Esau society. You know they don't like that anyway when so-called black men date women. So that was the main issue and why they wanted to take him out, because he was messing with one of their women. And like I said at the beginning of the video, he should have never been messing with that chick anyway. He should have probably went to Colombia, Brazil, got him a Brazilian woman. He could have did way better than her, but he stooped low. He stooped low and got that trash. All right, let's continue with the video.
And girlfriend. He sat down exclusively with me for his first interview since his arrest, discussing the relationship at the center of the trial, the role that he says race played, and why he didn't take the stand. Why did you decide you wanted to talk now?
I felt like it was time. A lot has happened in my personal life, in my career, in the culture, and conversely, the impact of this. It's about responsibility and coming forward and being brave and giving my part of the story.
In an ABC News exclusive, actor Jonathan Majors sat down with me in his first interview since a jury handed down a guilty verdict for reckless harassment, a misdemeanor, and a violation of harassment in the second degree.
I haven't I haven't seen my daughter in a long time, you know, and a lot of it has to do with this situation. It all has to do with this situation, and she needs to see this, and the hard things need to be done. But it's been hard, you know. Everything's kind of gone away.
The 34-year-old actor was a rising star.
This is our family story.
Known for his roles in HBO's Lovecraft Country, Creed 3,
I'm coming for everything.
and Marvel productions like last year's Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania.
You're an interesting man. Scott Lang.
And it was on that movie set back in 2021 where he met 30-year-old British dancer Grace Jabari.
Right, he got with the Edomite meth head looking chick. And he could have did way better than that. Now he's with Making Good. You know, she's used up. She basically used up good. So she making used up goods. Right? I think she was married or something like that to a preacher guy. Can't think of the guy's name, but she was married. Something that you should never do was get with a chick that was once married and now she's divorced. Right? That's against the Bible and the commandments. You should never do something like that. So this Jonathan Majors guy is all the way messed up. He's in Hollywood. He's dating a chick that was once married. He's going way off. And he's an Israelite. So this guy's basically through. He's part of the two-third army. Right? He's gonna get destroyed by Yahushua when he returns. He's part of the 2/3. Right? This guy's completely gone. But the main point is that they consulted together Esau Edom because they didn't like that he was with this meth head looking chick right here. That was the main issue that they didn't want. They didn't like that. So let's continue with the video.
The pair dated until March of 2023 when Majors called 911 the day after a fight that was caught on surveillance video.
What happened exactly, do you know?
No, I don't know. She went conscious. She my ex-partner. Broke her dad. She sent me text messages, insinuating as much. I stayed in a hotel last night. I came home this morning.
Police found Jabari on the closet floor of their apartment. Majors was arrested by New York City police, accused by Jabari of assault, strangulation, and harassment, convicted last month, but acquitted of 1 count of assault and 1 count of aggravated harassment, meaning the jury didn't believe he assaulted her intentionally. Your reaction to that verdict?
Shocked. I was absolutely shocked, and afraid, understanding that. And the verdict comes out. I say, how is that possible?
It's possible. It's possible because you're an Israelite in Esau's kingdom, right? They're gonna convict you of you just being an Israelite. You know, the elites, the small hats, the Jewish people already know who the Lord's people really are. They know they fakes. So they gonna take out any Jake they deem that they can take out in Hollywood that's messing with their women, right? She's an Edomite, and basically the Jewish people, the small hats, are Edomites too. So that's the main reason they want to take you out, because you were messing with one of their women, right? That's the main reason. So let's continue.
Based off the evidence, based off the prosecution's evidence.
It don't matter if you have evidence that you didn't do anything wrong. It's because you were a so-called black man in America. That's why you're guilty, right? You can have all the evidence you want to. You can show that she was running after you, right? She attacked you. He got pictures of him scratches on his face. It don't matter. You're still guilty, right? They ain't bring no charges against her, but against you, because you're a Jake in America. You're an Israelite in America. So let's continue.
Our evidence. How was that possible?
After the verdict, in a statement, Jabari's attorney wrote in part, "Justice was finally served today, proving that the truth can prevail."
Justice was served.
Just
look at this thing, right? Justice was served of her attacking him. Look at this mess. Look at that. would any of you Jakes that got a little bit of common sense would mess with something like this, right? Especially in his position as a one of the Hollywood top actors, making all types of money. Would you get with something like this, or would you get a Brazilian, Colombian chick that look 1,000 times better than this trash? So right there, you deserve to get the things that's coming to you because you mess with that trash. All right, you could have did way better than that a guy in your position, but you stoop low and get with this meth head. So let's continue with the video.
Grace did not choose to be in this situation. Grace has been publicly attacked as a result of her courage to testify to the truth, but her unwavering resolve to see this case through to the end was born out of her desire to give other survivors similar courage when justice requires. The prosecution has described your relationship with Grace Jabari as tumultuous and abusive. How would you describe that two-year relationship?
I loved Grace. Our relationship was, it was not healthy, you know, and that began to reveal itself over time, but there was no abuse.
In court, Jabari claimed she sustained head injuries, but never said how she received them. Entered into evidence these partially redacted text messages from September of 2022. Majors writes, "It's just fake, and I fear you have no perspective of what could happen if you go to the hospital. They will ask you questions, and as I don't think you actually protect us, it could lead to an investigation, even if you do lie and they suspect something." Jabari responds in part, "I will tell the doctor I bumped my head if I go. I'm going to give it one more day, but I can't sleep and I need some stronger painkillers. That's all. Why would I want to tell them what really happened when it's clear I want to be with you?"
This is literally a nightmare. I don't know what happened. I don't know what injuries you're talking about.
The July incident, 2022, where she says you started throwing things, including a candle. Tell us what happened there.
You know, we were in an argument. I was on the other side of the room, away from her, as I think she testified. And by my bedside table, I did a sweep. And I knocked over my candles. I completely lost my temper in that moment and threw it all on the ground. What she also said is that afterwards I wept and cried in the corner and said, "I'm sorry, this. And I was. And I am.
The prosecution said you allegedly wrote, "I'm a monster, a horrible man not capable of love. I'm killing myself soon. I've already put things in motion." Were you suicidal?
I've been diagnosed with severe depression, you know, and I'm taking the steps needed to alleviate, you know, some of those symptoms, ideations.
And like I said, a lot of Jakes depressed living in the Esau system, America, right? So a lot of Jakes are depressed and suicidal, living in Esau system under their laws. So that's a lot of things. That's a big thing against among Jake. But we're gonna go here. This is gonna be part 1. I do part 2 tomorrow. So we're gonna go to Proverbs 18, and we'll go down to 5. Alright, it says, Proverbs 18:5, "It is not good to show partiality to the wicked, or to overthrow the righteous in judgment. A fool's lips into contention, and his mouth calls for blows. A fool's mouth is his destruction, and his lips are a snare of his soul. The words of a talebearer are like tasty trifles, and they go down into the innermost body. He who is slothful in his work is a brother to him who is a great destroyer." But the main point that I want to bring out in that is right, it says it is not good to show partiality to the wicked, and the wicked is that Grace Jabari chick, right? She was telling a whole bunch of lies about she being attacked, and she got that guy in all types of trouble, was running after Jonathan Majors and everything. All right, and it says also, are to overthrow the righteous in judgment, right? And that was the main point that I wanted to bring out when I'm showing you in this Proverbs 18:5, right? The courts were showing partiality to the that grace chick, which is basically the wicked Esau Edom. She's an Edomite, and they are to overthrow the righteous in judgment. But the Jake was he didn't really do anything wrong, so you can say he was basically the righteous in that scripture that I just showed you, right? So with that, I want to give our praise to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS, all the brothers doing the work. And this is part 1 of the Jonathan Major situation. And I do part 2 finish out tomorrow. With that, shalom, shalom.